Happy Friday, everybody. We're going to get this thing started pretty shortly here. It's 6:59. You know, I like to start on time at 7 o'clock. I respect your time just like you respect mine. And I know that y'all got a lot of plans for this Friday. Coach Legend's birthday is tonight, so I know y'all gonna be in St. Louis having a great time with him, celebrating himself, regional vice president. Shout out to Coach Legend. I see you, St. Louis, Rhode Island, and New Bern, North Carolina. I'm in Dallas, Texas. And it's 7 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing started. I don't want to waste anyone's time. I respect your time. My name is Terrell Montez. I'm going to be your host for this evening. I'm going to be doing the first presentation, and then I'm going to hand it over to someone who is very special to me, someone who you're going to be in great hands with, and then she'll tell you a couple of, she'll go on for part two. But you all, the reason why I got started with this amazing platform, a lot of you all are here just because of the credit, just like myself. Just a few short years ago, you all, my credit score was a 589. Like, I couldn't get approved for anything. I had $10,000 in credit card debt, multiple collections, and we know collection will drop you anywhere from 50 to 100 points. And I had about 6 of them on my account. But after I saw this amazing opportunity on Instagram, it kind of like blew me away. I was like, I didn't know anything about credit, and I didn't know that I can find something on Instagram that will be able to help me fix my credit. But you all, just a few short months of getting started with this protection plan, I seen a major increase. My credit score went up over 150 points. All 3 of my FICO scores are well over 730, you all. So give me just a second. I want to share my screen with you all and share this amazing platform that has changed my life and that has changed several other people's lives. So give me just a second. Let me share my screen. All right, boom. Let me know. Can you all see my chat? Drop some ones in the chat if you can see me. Drop some ones in the chat if you can see. All right, perfect. I see those ones. So like I said, you all, the name of this amazing platform, the name of this amazing company is United Credit Education Services. Let me hit that. Sorry about that, y'all. This bar. There we are. Okay. So our company was founded in 2004, right? That's over 17 years. Most businesses don't even last their first 2 years. 80% of business don't even last that long. So I was happy to see that this was a business that has been well established and it's completely debt-free. That's big. When I used to go on job interviews, that made a difference. I don't want to work for a company, or I don't want to be a part of a company that's going to be out next month, just like a lot of companies that were going bankrupt during the pandemic. And we have the same 2 key executives since the inception of the company. So true fact, 43 million Americans have a credit score of 599. Excuse me, actually, don't put a period where God put a comma. 43 million Americans have a credit score of 599 or less. Additional 40 million are credit invisible. These were right before the pandemic. After the pandemic, I'm sure it was about an additional 40 million Americans that credit score was 599 or less. So it's about 112 Americans that are credit invisible and have a credit score of 599 or less. We know how it is to go in that car dealership. That was me going to try to get approved for an apartment. They denied me because I had too much debt. I was embarrassed in that office. Couldn't get my own place. I'm like, wait a second, hopping from couch to couch, living with different friends. I was frustrated because of credit, because I couldn't get my own place. I was confused, didn't know what to do. But on the flip side of that, now that I partner with this amazing company and my credit score is well in 730, it's nothing to get those new cars. I'm getting credit card offers left and right. At first, I was $10,000 in credit card debt. Now I have over $14,000 in credit cards, and they're in good standing. I got higher limits and contracts without security deposit because of this amazing this company. So it's 1 award-winning protection plan and 12 life-changing products. There's an additional product that isn't listed here, but I'm gonna go into that a little bit. So budgeting. When I saw that this was included, I knew that I was poor with budgeting because I would be able to pay those cards off. I didn't know anything about budgeting. All I knew was just pay the minimum and things like that, just spending money left and right. But with this budgeting system, I was able to cease and desist those thoughts about how to do my finances. And now I'm budgeting more and I'm seeing where my money is going. Credit restoration, it's the best ever in the country because we're a nonprofit organization. We're able to tackle all negative items to all 3 credit bureaus at the same time. There's no prolonging the process. There isn't tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Everyone gets exceptional credit restoration services, and we're able to see results in the first 45 to 90 days. And then we have credit bureau. While we're going to work on those negative items, we want to teach you how to build positive credit history. Continue to pay those bills on time. Also, utilization. We want to make sure that you utilize your credit cards between 10 and 20%, never over 20%. We're going to build you to the great credit score that you need, right? And then we have our credit attorney. So if there's anything that's difficult to come off, like for me, when I had that eviction, that was a little difficult to come off. I had to get the credit attorney involved. And then after I got the credit attorney involved, they were able to go to court on my behalf. Sometimes if you have debt collectors, they're calling you too much. Sometimes they're practicing unethical collection acts. Sometimes you may be entitled to some compensation, and credit attorneys will make sure that you be entitled to that. And then we have credit monitoring. So look, I had a client, right? Him and his wife both enrolled, right? And so the husband's at work, the wife was at home, right? Stay-at-home mom. Shout out to the stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home wives. They decided to go open up a credit card for their child or whatever. Well, the mom decided. And so the dad's at work like, wait a second, who is this running my credit? I'm at work, I'm not doing anything or whatever. So Bank of America gives him a call. So while his wife is in the bank, right? Credit monitoring had already alerted him and said, hey, the Bank of America just ran your credit and things like that. And he was able to talk to Bank of America while his wife is still in there, verified her identity. He's like, oh, okay, well, that's my wife. Just that fast, right? And then we had debt payoffs tools. So this is really, really big when it comes to any millennials or business owners or someone who sees themselves in control of their finances. So debt payoff tool is going to give you a way to be involved with your finances and your paying off goals. It's really, really good. It really expands your mind when it comes to paying off debt. How many of us want to be debt free? If you want to be debt free, drop some flames in the chat. Let me see those flames. Next, we have our financial lockbox. This is really, really good, you all. I know a lot of our entrepreneurs, and if you're an entrepreneur or you're a person, you do your own tax, this financial lockbox is really going to be for you. You get put the good things in there like credit cards, IDs, birth certificates, and sometimes your monthly bank statements. Those monthly bank statements, you get to put those in a financial lockbox. Or maybe it's even if you're an entrepreneur, you want to do tax write-offs, take a picture of your receipts. Those things can go in your financial lockbox, copies of trust and things like that. And then in a click of a button, you have you have 2 people that you can send this information to. But this is very important information. You want to talk to if you're married or something like that, you want to talk to your spouse and make sure that you can put that person as a contact and things like that. And then identity monitoring, right? We're going to insure you with up to $1 million in identity theft protection. Question. I got a question for everybody. Let me know, did you know that identity theft is the #2 crime in the country? Put a 1 in the chat if you knew that. Put a 2 in the chat if you didn't. Every 3 seconds, someone's identity is stolen. So we're going to insure you up to $1 million in identity theft protection, because as your credit score goes up, you're more likely to become a victim of that crime. And then we have network calculator. We know everybody else's network. We in everybody else's business, but we're not minding our own business, right? Otherwise, that credit may be in somewhere else. But network calculator, you get to compare your liabilities and your assets. You might find out that you're worth more than a couple nickels after all, right? You got to plug in those assets, those liabilities that create your network. And then savings goal. The thing why saving goals should be in here is because you don't want to just spend money randomly. How many of us have spent about an extra $300? You're like, dang, where did this money go? Where did this money go? How many of you have ever had that happen to you? maybe it's not $300, but maybe it was $20 or $50. You're like, dang, where did this money go? With this savings goal, it's going to put things into perspective. You're going to cross more things off your bucket list with your savings goal, right? And then we have our will and trust. Will and trust. So will and trust, it says that if I fall and bump my head, God forbid, if I fall and bump my head and I'm unresponsive, like I still have a heartbeat, but I'm in a coma or something like that, my will and trust is going to say that this person is responsible for pulling the plug on me. This person is responsible for my financial well-being, for my finances and things like that. So that means also you want them to be two different people, because that person who's in charge of you pulling the plug and in charge of your finances, if they're in a financial worse situation than you, they may push for that plug so they can get that money, whatever the case may be. But it's going to create that dialogue. And then last but not least, these are for my parents. Do I have any parents on here? Drop some ones, drop some ones. Mothers, fathers, where you at? Okay, I see y'all. So the YFL, this is for you and your children, right? So how many of us know that YouTube and TikTok, those are the new toys that kids have? It's getting them further and further away from knowing about finances, right? But with the YFL Family Mint, this is going to teach your children the importance of financial literacy. We actually partner with the YFL Foundation, and we go in schools across America teaching children grades 5 to 9 the importance of financial literacy. And I just got news, we're actually expanding that. So we're actually expanding and partnering to more schools, and they're getting information from people like the next person I'm going to introduce you to. People on here like DJ, like Christine. We get to partner and we get to put word in to say, hey, what schools and what the training program shall be, you all. So I absolutely love that. So right here, I'm about to give you the game plan on how to get 850 credit score. So do me a favor, take a screenshot of this, because this is going to be like the blueprint to 850 credit score, just as simple as that. So let's go. 35% of your overall credit score is going to be your payment history. Pay your bills on time. I can't make it more simple than that. Pay your bills on time. 30% of your overall credit score is going to be the capacity and amount owed. So if you have a mortgage, if you have an auto loan, you want to get those balances down to under 20% as soon as possible. Now I know a mortgage and a car, it may take a little longer, but definitely go ahead and start implying like extra payments. If your bill is $300, go ahead and start paying $320 per month. That's going to save you on interest, and it's going to get you under that 20% sooner than later, right? Next, we have length of credit. That's going to be 15%. So as we say, like a bottle of wine, your credit gets finer with time, right? So that old credit is that good credit. So the rule of thumb is you want your credit portfolio to get to a point to where it's 5 to 10 years. More, if possible, it'll continue to grow, but 5 to 10 years. You have those old credit cards from like the dinosaur age. Don't even cut those credit cards up. Just pay them down to under 20% and keep that credit length open, right? New credit inquiries are going to be 10%. So you don't want no more than 4 for every no more than 4 every year and a half, because anything more than 4 every over 18 months, you start to look desperate and things like that. They don't want you applying everywhere, right? And then last but not least, the last 10% is going to be types of credit. There's going to be installment loans versus revolving loans, right? So you want to get a diverse portfolio. You want to get about 20 of those accounts to maximize all of that. So if you get about 20 accounts with few inquiries, with a credit length of about 10 years, and all of the capacity amount owed on all of your debt is about 10% with all on time, 100% payment history, that will definitely walk you into the 850 credit score. Thank me later. So it's all kept in track by a roadmap. In school, we have a progress report to see how you're doing throughout the year and things like that, quarterly report and things like that. With us, we have our roadmap. So, step 1, month 2, and things like that. It tells you each one of the services to activate, because they're all meant to build, protect, and organize your financial future. If you want to build, protect, and organize your financial future, do me a favor, drop some flames in the chat so I know I'm talking to the right people, you all. But it gets easier because it's available in your phone. I got an app. This thing right here that we use that almost all day. We wake up to it, we go to sleep to it. All of those things, you use it for so much, you use it to rescue yourself out of this financial bind that you could possibly be in, right? But to get started with this amazing protection plan, you all, it's a one-time small investment of only $188. Let me tell you, you can't get your credit fixed. You can't get you a security deposit box. You can't get credit monitoring, nor can you get a will and trust for anything less than this, all in one package at that. Separately, I know some of these things can cost as high as $5,000. But because we know the need in our community and our nonprofit is meant to give back, we made it more affordable than ever, right? So you all, like I said, the YFL scholarships, we just gave away $400,000 in scholarships to teens. All they had to do is write an essay on how important it is to be financially literate in America in 2021 today. And we gave away $400,000 in scholarships. I love what this company does, you all, but don't take my word from it. My mentor, Mr. Ashton Henry, he was sought out because he was helping so many people. They brought him on the Steve Harvey show. He went there 4 times. Look, listen to the conversation they had while he was there.
All right, folks, I want you to listen closely to this harsh financial reality. Nearly a third of Americans have a credit score lower than a 600, and over 68 million Americans have bad credit. Now, a few weeks ago, I introduced you to a man who can help change all that. He's the author of The Chemistry of Credit and the owner of Ashton Henry Financial. Please welcome back Ashton Henry.
Thank you,
How you doing, man? Good to see you again.
Thank you for having me.
Why do you think, man, so many people ignore their credit score until it's too late?
First of all, most people aren't educated about credit. Secondly, most people aren't aware that because you have a negative item on your credit report, that doesn't mean that you have to wait 7 or 10 years to have that negative item removed off your credit report. That's absolutely false. And thirdly, most people don't realize how much important it is to have a high credit score, because you lose so many opportunities. Your credit determines so many different things, whether you're trying to get a house, get a car, get a mortgage, whatever it is, you know, your credit determines those things.
So Ashton, tell us exactly what you did for Trey.
Well, first of all, Trey had a lot of high balances on his credit. So first thing that we did was we pulled his credit. We did a detailed analysis to see what's negatively affecting his credit score. So he had collection accounts, late payments, also charge-offs on his credit reports. So what we actually did, we paid down his balances to under 30%. We also removed the negative item, the collection account, the charge-off account, and we also updated some of the late payments that he had on his credit report to help him overall with his credit.
So Ashton, you were able to increase Trey's credit score by how many points?
We were able to increase his credit score by over 200 points.
Woo, man, did y'all hear that? His credit score went up over 200 points. Let me see y'all light that chat up with some more flames. Come on now, light that chat up with some flame. You want some results like that? If you came to get some results like that, light that chat up right now, because that's the type of success that this company is giving. That's what I love this company, y'all. So real fast, you all, I want to show y'all an example of the different lifestyles here that people are having with good credit, or good credit versus bad credit, but or lower credit score versus a higher credit score. So take a look. The same house was bought, right? The same house was bought, built the same year. Nothing was different, right? $240,000, right? On a 30-year fixed loan. On the left side, you see a credit score of 560. That monthly payment is well over $2,600. Interest rate, 12.99, almost 13%. On the right side, 740 credit score, monthly payment just a little over $1,100 with a low rate of 4.025%. Ooh, that was a little tongue twister. But look at the different amounts owed, right? Do you want to be the person on the right, on the left? Just put in the chat, right or left. Just imagine the number of vacations that family could have went on, the right on the left. Excuse me, the right. How many vacations could they go? That's an emergency fund that could be built, right? That's almost like saving pensions for kids to go to college. How many single moms do I have on here that are planning to send their kids to to college? How many families do I have on here that plan to send their kids to college? Same way with the car. A lot of us have our own vehicles and things like that. Same car bought, $20,000 loan, 5-year fixed loan. Look at the difference in the interest rate. That's ridiculous. Car and home, that's definitely that's thousands of dollars that's going to a trust fund for when we leave here for our kids. That's thousands of dollars for Christine to have for her kids to go to college. That's thousands of dollars for DJ to send his daughters to college. But it's just a credit score that's holding us back, you all. But I'm going to get out of the way, you all, because I have a really, really awesome young lady that I'm going to introduce you to. I know a lot of you all are here to because you heard about some financial opportunities here. Drop some ones if y'all want to make more money this year than you did last year. Put some ones on the chat. Maybe you work full time. Maybe you want to make more side money this year than you made last year. Maybe last year you made $100 on your side business, but maybe this year you want to be like, okay, I want to make $10,000 in my extra side. Drop some ones in the chat, you all. This young lady that I'm getting ready to introduce you to, her name is Valerie Tridenti. Tridenti. When I tell you, you all, this lady is, well, one, she's what we call a sales director, right? So sales director, that means your business is doing a minimum of $10,000 every 30 days. $10,000. Now $10,000. I want to let you all know there are so many people in America that aren't making that. To make $10,000 per month, that puts you on a top percent income earner, top 10% income earners in America. You're getting ready to speak to her. When I tell you this is a person that I would trust with I think I'll get her my credit cards if I send her, y'all know the app I was telling you about? The app, if I ever get pulled off, God forbid I ever get pulled off, I'm gonna be like, you know what, let me send this to Valerie because she'll call him and buy me out. I trust her. That's how much I trust this young lady. When I tell you she is what we call a leader's leader. When I tell you this lady, she's been more than a mentor. She's been a coach. She's been, what hasn't she been? She's been a coach. She's been a mentor. She's been just a leader. Like when I tell you, she is the epiphany of helping people. And I aspire to be so much like her because the way that she helps people, the way that she serves people is like no other. So get ready, you all. Without further ado, did Valerie, Regional Sales Director, soon to be Vice President, did you make it on the line, Valerie Tridenti?
Yes, I did. Can you hear me and can you see me?
Yes, I can hear you and I can see you. Loud and clear, Queen. Take it away.
Oh my gosh. First of all, that introduction, I was like, who is he talking about? Thank you so much. If you found value from Terrell and the information he gave you, because those were nuggets, please light up this chat because that was amazing information. I almost wanted to sign up all over again. I'm so excited to share this platform with you, Terrell. So he said all this about me, but he is a top producing sales director with this company, and he's not sitting there long. Okay, so his business is doing over 10,000 a month as well. He is a top producing sales director. He just pours into his team. He pours into his clients. He has so much information. And, you know, have you ever been around, if I could just think of how to describe him, have you ever been around people and you're like, wow, that energy, like, I like that energy. You just like to be around them. You feel good after you're around them. That's Terrell. I know you can already sense that from just hearing him, but he's always got that energy. He's always just positive vibes and, you know, just uplifting. And I super appreciate you, Terrell. I'm excited to be your business partner and be your friend. And I love every time we get to meet up on our business trips. Like, you're a blast to be around. So thank you so much for that information. I love you. All right. So a little bit about me. My name is Valerie Tridenti. And, you know, I got started with this company about 9 months ago. I needed a lot of changes in my life. Okay. For one, I've been working in the same job for the past 21 years. And, when people say that, they're like, wow, that's great. And, it was a decent job. However, I'm divorced, a single mom of two. So I needed that single income to stretch into two. It was becoming increasingly difficult. I didn't want to follow the same, footsteps as my mom, who still works two jobs. She's always my whole life struggling, and I really feel like, we weren't put on this earth to struggle, right? Two jobs are for two different people. So I didn't want that life, right? In addition to money, I also felt like bored. I have 2 degrees that I'm not even utilizing because they would have paid me way less and I couldn't afford it, right? I also felt like I'm going to work just for that paycheck. Like, I'm bored. Sunday nights I'm miserable, because I know I got to go to work on Monday. How many of you can relate? Okay, put a me in the chat if you felt like that. If you felt like you were looking at that time clock, waiting for it to get to the end of that shift, and you're like, okay, like, I can't wait to punch out. So that was me. All right. In addition, I had 2 major derogatory items that were on my credit reports. I was told I had to wait 7 years. So, I came across this platform from my now mentor, Mr. Coach Legend, and I was like, what the heck? Let me give it a shot. Within 45 days, those 2 items got deleted. I had a 55-point increase. I was so super excited. And that's when I was like, we have something special here. I want to help people. So fast forward, I've been helping a lot of people, finally feeling like I'm in my passion, like living in my passion. And I don't have to worry about getting a second job no more or struggling anymore because of this platform. So I want to share this with you so you can see the platform that has changed my life so far in just 9 months. And as you can see, hold on, I'm sorry. Can you see my screen? Please let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen. So yes, okay, awesome. So these are my kids. They are the reason what pushed me to get my finances in order and to get involved in this so I can give a better life for them. They are my why. And this is the name of the company that has changed my life, United Wealth Education. So if you look over here, this company, it provides agents the ability to build a business by simply just marketing innovative financial literacy products and services, right? These are things that everybody needs, okay? So we're helping a lot of people. Now, 16.5 million Americans, they're already making additional income with opportunities that are outside of the traditional 9 to 5. Okay. I know you've heard of these companies before: Grubhub, Uber, Lyft, Airbnb. Okay. People are already starting to get on this train. Like, wait, there's other ways, right? So over here, why will this work for me? Like, that's what you're wondering. Why will this work for me? Why? Because for one, you get to be your own boss. So I don't know about you, but that sounds sexy to me. So if you've always wanted to be your own boss, put boss into the chat, because being your own boss allows you to make your own hours. Okay. This was crucial for me because I was doing this before with a 9 to 5. So I needed to do it after work. Then after work, I was bringing my kids to activities left and right. So I needed to work around my family, and I've been able to do that. You get to build your own team. Now, when you are in a 9 to 5, nothing against it, but you have to work with whoever you're working with, right? You don't get to choose. Being your own boss, having your own business, you get to choose that energy, right? You get to choose a Terrell to be on your team. You get to choose somebody who's got great energy or who's like you that you can work with, right? So it makes it more pleasurable. You get to work from anywhere, and I mean anywhere. I'm in parking lots waiting for my daughter to get out of dance, working. Okay, I got my phone. As long as I got my phone, I'm good. If I'm on business trips, I'm working. Wherever, I'm working. I don't have to worry about an overhead, right? That's the glory of this. And you get to be part of a supportive and productive community anywhere else. If you're going for a top position, usually there's only one position there, right? And there's a whole bunch of people trying to get there, right? So you're not going to get much support, right? You're not going to get much, people cheering for you because they want it too. Here, there's room for everybody at the top. So everybody is helping everybody, wanting everyone to succeed, and we're locking arms to all get there. You get to work full-time or part-time. So, like me, I started part-time, worked my way to full-time. Maybe you just, you're a realtor, like, and you want to just just sign up your clients as they come along. You want to do this as a side hustle, right? On the side part-time, that's fine, right? Maybe you're like, wait, I'm unemployed, or I can't stand my job. I want to go full out. You can go full out, whatever you want to do. You get to help people reach their personal and financial goals. Service to many will lead to success, right? So this is where you're able to help other people. I love to help other people. That's my passion. So, I'm very happy with that. Easy to use online tools and training. Everything you can imagine is given to you. I did not know anything about credit. I did not know anything about running a business. I didn't know anything, okay? But it was all taught to me. And excellent agent support. So here we have linear income versus residual income. Linear income is one that we are all very familiar with, right? It's where we trade time for money, that 40-hour work week or overtime to get that extra money to pay those bills or to do something, and you're getting paid, but you're having less time. And if you're like me, like time is important, okay? Because I have kids, I have a life. I want to enjoy my life. I want to enjoy my kids. I don't want to be working all the time. And then, you have residual income. This is the goal, okay? If you look at this guy, this looks like me with my laptop on my phone every day, but he is chilling and he is relaxing. This is where you do something once and you get paid over and over again for doing something once. This is what we want. This is where we can get paid and have our time. We don't have to sacrifice one or the other, right? So you want to make, your side hustle. Like, we are not fixing credit. Terrell is not fixing credit. I am not fixing credit. We are simply referring people to our products, to the protection plan that Terrell went over, to Credit My Rent, to Secure Card, to our products. We're just referring. Okay, that's all we're doing. And if you don't know, 84% of people trust word of mouth recommendations over any other form of advertising. We have all referred people to restaurants. We have all referred people, to hair salons and different places like that. If somebody calls me and like, listen, you got to go to that taco place down the street. It's amazing. I'm going there tomorrow, right? Like, I'm not even going to question it. And this is what you're doing, simply referring. So like I said, what is a better way to make a living than helping people, helping them improve their financial well-being? Super, super rewarding, just that in itself. So I know you're wondering, okay, how does this work? How do you get paid? I'm glad you asked. There are 6 different ways we get paid here. For one is our direct commission. So when you refer somebody to the protection plan, you're automatically getting $100. Okay, automatically, that Thursday, we get paid on Thursdays, you're getting your $100. Now you enroll 5 people, that's $500. You're getting that's $500. You're getting that right away. Now, let's say you enroll 100 clients, right? How much is that? $10,000 that you're getting. Okay, so you can go as big or as little as you want. And then we have our second way, which is our residual, which I was just talking about. This is the goal, okay? Every time that client makes their monthly payment, you're getting $12 every month. And you might be thinking $12, that's not a lot. It's a lot, okay? Because when you add up your customers over here, it shows you how much this adds up. If you got that 100 customers, I told you made $10,000 off the bat. Now you're making an extra $1,200 a month. Okay, $1,200 a month just in residuals every time they make that payment. I don't know about you, but that covers my mortgage. Okay, just for residuals. Now, here's another way we get paid. This is our customer acquisition bonus, CAB. No, it's not the cab that you drive in. I like to call this how you make your own raise, okay? You're raising your own pay. I don't know about you, but in my job, it was like 2% raise every year, or some years nothing because they weren't doing well or whatever. This is like, you don't have to wait for somebody else to say you got a raise. You can do it yourself, okay? So when you sign up, you're automatically getting, at the start, you're getting $100 to sign on a business partner, but you can get $100 up to $560 as you move up, okay, as you make your raises, okay, with the qualification. So once you sign on a business partner and you help them get 2 clients, there you go, you get paid that $100. Now, I asked my mentor, which level do I have to be at? where I can let go of my 9 to 5, like, because that's what I was trying to do. That was my goal. He said that third title right there, SD, sales director. This is what currently Terrell is at as well. Now, that was my raise. I got to sales director, and now I'm getting $380. Every time I sign on a business partner and I help them get 2 clients, $380 is mine, right? So like I said, like making your own raise. Now, it doesn't stop there. So let's say I'm that sales director and I sign up this gentleman over here on the left. He looks like Kobe, so I'm going to call him Kobe. Okay. And he signs up, let's say he signs up 10 business partners. Okay. He's at that $100 level. So 10 people, boom, 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 boom. He gets $1,000. Okay. Now, because I'm at sales director at 380 and he's at 100, I get the difference of that. The difference of that is 280. So every person that he signed up, I get 280 for each person. That's $2,800. Okay. If he got 10 people. So just for him, right, being on my team, I'm getting paid for what he's doing, right? So it is amazing. And here is another one. This is our infinity bonus. This starts at the title of sales director that I was just talking about and moves on up. Literally, they are just giving you money just to keep your title. That's it. Okay. Let me know in the chat if you get monthly bonuses from where you're at and what you have to do to get those bonuses. Okay. Because here, a sales director, you're making $10,000 in revenue a month, right? We're giving you $50, right? $50, that's gas money. That's my electric bill. Cool. I'm going to take it, right? You're going to move up this ladder though. Look at vice president. Okay. They are getting $1,500 a month. $1,500 a month, every month, just to be at that title. Okay. That, like I said, that's more than my mortgage, right? I will take that. And I'm going to go up the ladder. I'm going to go for one more executive vice president, $10,000 a month. Okay. They're bringing in $500,000. Okay. In revenue a month, and they're getting $10,000 a month in bonus. $10,000 a month times 12, you're at 6 figures. Okay. A 6-figure income for just one way we get paid, where it's a bonus. Okay. It's a bonus. You're not doing anything. You're just at that title. You're getting rewarded for that. So I love that so much. And we have some additional rewards. And I know your mind is already blown, but I'm about to do some more to you. Level 1. If you reach this rest and relaxation retirement, okay, level 1, you're getting a $600 monthly car payment. Let me know in the chat the last time your employer gave you $600 a month to pay for your car. Okay, because I'm going to wait. Never. Okay, DJ, never. And me neither. Right. And I can see the chat is blank. Okay, because that doesn't happen. Right. So you get to pick, and let's say you like your car, you don't want a car, take that $600, right? Level 2 and 3, you're getting a $10,000 cash bonus and a $1,500 car allowance. All right. Drop in the chat what your dream car is. $1,500. Let's say somebody said, here's $1,500 a month. Go get the car of your dreams. What are you picking? Right? Imagine having that. Okay. Because that's amazing. A Bugatti. I see you, DJ. You're going to get that too. Level 4 is a $25,000 cash Nissan Altima. I got you, girl. Level 4 is a $25,000 cash bonus. If somebody handed me $25,000, I'm handing it right over to my mom. Maybe she will quit her second job, okay? Because that is amazing. Now we get to level 5. You get a $50,000 cash bonus with an automobile upgrade option. Amazing. $50K. What are you doing with $50K? Just handed to you. Some people don't even make that in a year. Most people don't make that in a year, right? This is a bonus. Level 6, a $5,000 monthly home payment. Okay, I don't know where you all reside, but where I reside, that's 3 of my houses right there. $5,000 a month. Okay, think about this for a minute. Okay, your mortgage or your rent and your car payment, those are the most expensive bills you have a month. Imagine not having to put that in your budget. Imagine not having to worry about having to even make those payments because someone is doing it for you. Like, I can already feel my stress decrease immensely just thinking about that, okay? And level 7 to 10, this is retirement. This is me on the beach, because this is the way I want to retire. Absolutely, right? You get a monthly retirement, you get a bonus up to 24K monthly, or 100K to 250K. Can you imagine getting that amount of money retiring? What would you do retiring with that kind of money coming in? Right? Because most people 65, 70, you're retiring at that age, you're like still needing money, you're, you know, like having to cut corners, like not here, and not me. So here's the training tools and support that we have for you, because, you know, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. This is a complete turnkey business. What this means is immediately when you sign up, you're getting your own personal website, okay, and your own online back office, which means you have everything organized for you. Everything to run your business is right there online for you, all set up, okay? We do all the hard work for you. Live agent and customer support, weekly pay. How many of you are getting paid bi-weekly? All right, you're not getting paid weekly, not me. We got paid yesterday, okay? We get paid every Thursday here, right? And life insurance. This is up to $100,000 life insurance with no medical exam, okay? When I heard that, I was like, okay, this company really cares about us. They're making sure our credit is on point. They're making sure we have identity, we're protected under identity theft. They're making sure we have a will and trust. They're making sure we have like multiple streams of income coming in and life insurance, so our family does not have to, struggle or worry, right? If anything was to happen. Like, this is amazing. Professional marketing materials, commissions, reward bonuses. They're constantly having bonuses and contests, regional and national training events. Man, we've been going to so many events this summer. It has been so fun. Me and Terrell, we've been in Miami, we've been in Orlando, we've been in Houston, Phoenix, Chicago this past weekend, and then we're coming to Boston, my place, right? We're coming in November. So these events are amazing. There's tax advantages. So when I'm going to these events, tax write-off. When I'm buying my outfits for these events, tax write-off. My cell phone, tax write-off. My MacBook, tax write-off. Like, this is just like a no-brainer, right? And then an opportunity to help people. This is what makes it all worth it, is that we are able to help people. You know how amazing it feels to know that somebody got their credit score up, but they didn't know how to get out of it, and they went and bought their own home, and I had something to do with it. You know how amazing it feels to know that somebody finally got the car that they want, a real car from a real dealership, without getting a co-signer, and that was a really big deal for them, all because I was able to help them. Do you know how great it is to have somebody join my business and to see them making extra money and doing something that they love as well, and I had something to do with it? It really makes you feel good to be a part of something like that. And I'm going to go through this slide real quick, because these are like some major franchises. Okay, we got McDonald's, Taco Bell, Subway, Chick-fil-A. We go to a lot of these places sometimes. To get a franchise here, we're talking about $45,000 for just a fee for McDonald's, and over $1 million investment. Okay, for McDonald's. And to try to get a return on that right away, it's not happening right away, right? So, I'm not going to spend a lot of time, because if you had $1 million to spend on this, we wouldn't be here right now. And then we have our own app. Like I said, you can do this from anywhere on your phone. This app is going to have everything you need to run your business right from your smartphone. Now, I threw a lot of information at you, and your head might be spinning right now, but it comes down to these 4 basic things, okay? Basically, this is it in summary. Can you post on social media? Yes, you can, okay? Because you're doing it now, but you're not getting paid for it, right? So if you can post on social media, invite people to the webinars. How did you get here? Right? Somebody told you about this. That's how you got here. Have you invited people to birthday parties? Have you invited people to restaurants? Have you invited people to your house before? Yes, you have. So yes, you can invite people to webinars. Can you commit to trainings? Okay, like I said, I started here with no knowledge on anything. Okay, and I've been able to be successful because of the trainings that they provide. Can you follow a system? They literally give you the blueprint on how to be successful here, a system. They lay it all out for you. When you have a traditional business, nobody does that for you. You have to do that yourself, right? So they make it super easy for you. So here is some proof, some success proof right here. This is one of our business partners. His name is Valerie Barosi. He is still in his 20s, okay? To the left, he was an employee at Walmart. There's nothing wrong with Walmart, but when you look to the right, he is leveled all the way up, okay? He is doing amazing. He was able to open extra businesses, and look at him in his dream car. That car right there is about $250,000. And I'm not saying that to brag or boast or anything, but I'm telling you because this is what freedom looks like, right? What would you do with that kind of money? You might get a car like that, or maybe you have other plans, right? To help out your family or to help out other people, whatever it is. All I know is that if I was in that situation in my 20s, I wish I was. I wish I had this information then, okay? And it doesn't stop there. We have another amazing young gentleman, Alfred Nixon, okay? He, on the left, grew up in this 2-bedroom apartment with 14 people. When he tells his story, he used to say he used to get up at 4:30 in the morning just to be able to get a hot shower, okay? And look at him now. Okay, he built a house from scratch for him and his family, right? Because of this opportunity. And here he is again in his dream car, okay? This young lady here, she was a busser at a restaurant. Now she's in a Benz, okay? And here are some other, success stories. These people who were able to get their car allowance, success, 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 okay? And here we have Ashton Henry. You saw him on the Steve Harvey show. Here he is in his Rolls Royce, right? So again, this isn't just to brag and show you, it's not about materialistic things. It's to show you what is possible. It is to show you freedom, right? And this gentleman right here, I'm super proud to say he is my personal mentor, Mr. Coach Legend. He is the reason why I'm here today. Okay, he has mentored me. He's mentored Terrell, right? He's Terrell's mentor as well. He has a complete huge organization under him, mentoring hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. Okay, he was on Forbes magazine, as you can see, this past July. He has 1 million followers on social media. He's been in articles, and this is who we have access to, someone who is pouring into us and helping us to become successful as well. So, when I heard all that information, all I kept thinking in my head was, oh my gosh, how much is this going to cost me? Because I know when you start a business, I'm thinking business loans. Okay. I'm thinking thousands of dollars. I'm thinking of an overhead. I'm thinking of okay, I'm going to have to put a lot of money in and it's going to take me a long time to see a return. It is only $299 to start. What? When I heard that, I was like, it was a no-brainer. I was like, $299, no way. Not for all of that. Not for all these ways to get paid. Not for the training. Not for the protection plan. Not for all of that. $299, you got to be kidding me. Yes, I spent $500 on my son's PS5 for his Christmas present, right? I spent way more than $300 multiple times online shopping for clothes that did not give me a return, right? Did not grow. This money is going to grow. All right. Think about 3 clients that you bring in. That's your $300 right there. Right. And then it's $89 a month, but I'm not even going to talk about that because like Terrell said, the power of 5, once you get your first 5 clients or agents or a mixture or whatever's first, you don't have to pay that $89 a month. Right. I never had to, right? Because I was able to get my people right away. Right. And you can start making money with this immediately. You sign up, you start putting in the work, you can see a check on Thursday. Right. So, here are what our top agents had to say. Ashton Henry, you saw him on the Steve Harvey show 4 times. He's super successful. He came on a soccer scholarship from Grenada, but he actually had an injury and he couldn't do it. Right. So here he is now super successful. Nicola Smith Jackson, she was a hairstylist, a beautician. She said that this has changed her life. She's at the highest level right now. She's getting all of that you saw. And the same as Alfred Nixon, the gentleman that I showed you that lived in that 2-bedroom house with 14 people. His job before was picking up trash in Miami Beach. That's what he was doing. right? Now he's made over $10 million. And this isn't to make income claims, but it's to show you what is possible here. And what I love about this company is that we are so diverse and everybody is welcome. It does not matter if you are, what color you are, what religion you are, what doesn't matter, anything, right? We love everybody. And our Hispanic population, our Hispanic team is growing immensely, huge, right? We're able to reach a lot of different people. And if you're on here saying, okay, well, I'm really busy. I think I'm too busy for this. Well, here's Tony, who was a real estate agent and owned his own business. And he's one of our top agents right now. So you can do it busy. I was busy, okay? Full-time job, single mom, 2 kids, killing it, right? So if I can do it, you can do it. So I know you're wondering, I'm wondering, which one are you? Okay, are you person A? You're ready to go, you're ready to sign up, you are excited? Yes, please get back to the person who invited you so we can introduce you to the team and get you going. And I'm super excited for that, to meet you offline, right? Are you B? You have a few questions, that's okay. I had questions too. Get back to the person who invited you, answer those questions, and let's get going. Or maybe you're C and you're like, this sounds amazing, but for now, I just want to, enjoy the services, repair my credit. Absolutely. You can get back to the person who invited you and get going to excel in your finances and your credit. Now, before I end, I love this quote because it literally says it all in one sentence. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Simple, simple, simple. Basically, you can't move ahead unless you start, right? You can think about it all you want, but if you don't take that step or that leap of faith, then it's not going to come to you, right? So in life, we really got to see, what is it that you really want, right? Do you want time freedom? Do you want financial freedom? Do you want to start, doing something that makes you feel good instead of just, going through the motions, right? Do you want this? Because if you do, it's here, right? And you got to get started first. If you don't come from a rich family has got to come from you. And that is all I have. I appreciate you all for coming on here tonight to be here with me. I hope you found value. I hope we get to meet on the other side. Thank you. Good night. And hopefully we'll meet soon.